Welcome to everybody. So today we are going to discuss the percent composition and percent yield for any reaction mixture or for any compound. What will be the percentage of particular element? So first thing we can see, if the weight of a substance, is given and percentage of any element has to be determined in that substance. So that we can see, that is the percentage of element will become equals to what? That is the weight of element given divided by total weight of substance. So here we can see into 100, or we can write it as what? Percentage of element will become equals to what? That is weight of substance is suppose WE. Weight of element is WE and total weight of the substance is WT into 100 simply. So by this formula we can determine the percentage. Again we can see, later I will discuss the problem regarding all these things. First I am just only very few formulas are there. If percentage of groups is determined, then for example suppose in Na2SO4 dot 10H2O is there, suppose Na2CO3 dot 7H2O is there, suppose, or CuSO4 dot 5H2O is there, FeSO4 dot 7H2O is there. So suppose he is going to ask, can the particular amount, the weight of this salt is given, and he is going to ask what is the percentage of H2O. So this is the group basically here, or in other words he can ask, suppose he can give the formula of the compound like Na2SO4 dot XH2. So he can ask what will be the value of X by giving some data. So we can determine all such type of things simply by using this formula. Sorry, there is some problem. So we can simply determine here, that is the percentage of groups will be equals to what? Percentage of groups will become equals to what? That is the weight of group into number of group divided by total weight of compound into 100. So we can say let the total number of groups be X, or it can be anything. So that is the percentage of groups will become equals to what? That is percentage of groups will become equals to what? Weight of the group is suppose WG. This is WG. And the number of groups is X divided by total weight of the substance is WT into 100. So by this formula we can determine the percentage of particular group. If percentage of the group is given and weight of these things are given, then we can determine the value of X or anything regarding this. The third thing, this is the second formula regarding this thing, and we were having this is the first formula. After this we can see third case, that is the determination of percent yield, determination of percent yield. So percent yield means que suppose we are having, for example, we can consider that is the percent yield will become equals to what? Actual yield divided by theoretical yield into 100. So for example, suppose we are having, I can explain again this thing. This is the third formula we can see. Third formula. For example, suppose we are having 100 gram calcium carbonate is given. 100 gram, example I am considering 100 gram calcium carbonate on thermal decomposition. On thermal decomposition gives 11.2 liters of carbon dioxide at ST. Now here you can ask what is the percent yield, one type of the problem. Second, what is the percent impurity? Because if the 100% yield is not there, it means that there is some other substance in the given compound. So here we can see solution, that is if we heat calcium carbonate, what will form? Calcium oxide plus CO2 gas will liberate. So from the 1 mole of this calcium carbonate, 1 mole of this calcium carbonate, we will get 1 mole of carbon dioxide. If we are having 100 gram calcium carbonate, means the moles initially, that is the before reaction, this will be equals to what? 100 by 100 molecular weight. Since we know now, since moles is equals to what? Weight of the substance upon molecular weight. So molecular weight of calcium carbonate is 100, and this is also given 100 gram. 100 gram is given. So initially we don't have any amount of this, and also it is not there. After reaction we can see, after reaction what will happen, that this will left 0 if it is 100%, and this will form how much, 1 mole of the amount. Since this is the 1 mole quantity, this will also form 1 mole. So volume of CO2 liberated at STP must be 22.4 liter, because moles equals to what, since इसको यहाँ लिख देता हूँ, since that is, since moles are also equals to what, volume at STP divided by 22.4 liters. So since moles is 1, so volume will also become 1 into 22.4 liter at STP. So here we can see this is at STP. If it is 100% pure, then it will liberate how much, 22.4 liter. But it is giving only 11.2 liter. It means it is having some impurity. So here we can see that percent yield will become equals to what, volume of CO2 liberated at STP divided by theoretical volume. Theoretical volume, this we have calculated how much, if it is 100%, theoretical means if the compound is 100% pure. So theoretical volume, so this will become into 100. So how much it is liberating, 11.2 liter. In the problem it is given. So percent yield will become equals to 11.2 divided by 22.4 into 100. So this will be cancelled 2 times, and this will also cancel 2. 100 cancelled by 2, this will be 50%. Percent yield will become equals to how much, 50%. Or percent impurity we can see. This is the A part of the question. We can see this is what, A part of the question. Similarly, we can calculate, that is percent impurity. So percent impurity will be equals to what, total amount sorry, that is the, this will be equals to what, total amount of substance minus actual amount divided by total amount into 100. So that is actually what is happening. This actual amount is undergoing reaction, and this is the total amount. So this minus this will be the percentage of this will be the amount of impurity divided by total amount. So from here we will get percent impurity. So in this case, percent impurity will become equals to how much? That is 100 gram is given minus 50 gram is present for calcium carbonate, because 11.2 liter will be obtained by the 50 gram divided by total is 100 into 100. So this will be again 50%. I think it is clear to everybody. In that way we can calculate, and depending upon the conditions or depending upon the problems, we can manipulate these formulas. Only these formulas will be used to determine the percent related problems, and the problems can be different types, but the basics will be same. Again, we can see one more question I am taking. Here, this is the problem. Suppose question is given Na2CO3 dot XH2 on heating loses 63% of water. Clear to everybody? Determine the value of X. This we have to determine. So for the such type of the problems, that is, this is the hydrated salt. Hydrated means apart from Na2CO3, some moles of H2 are also associated by any form. In any form, they are also associated with this thing. So here we can see, okay, first we have to calculate its molecular weight solution. So what will be the molecular weight of salt? This will be 2 into atomic mass of sodium plus molecular weight of CO3 group or ion plus X into molecular weight of H2O. This will be overall molecular weight of the compound. So that is the M will become equals to how much? Here we can see 2 sodium atoms are there. Atomic mass of sodium is how much? 23. So this is 23 into 2. And this carbonate will have how much? 12 plus 48 due to these 3 oxygens. So total it is 60. And X number of H2O molecules are there. So this will be X into 18 molecular weight of H2O. So this quantity will become equals to 23, 46 plus 60. This will be 106 plus 18X. This is the total molecular weight. So from this, it is losing how much? 63% of water. So 63% of water means that from this it is losing 63% of water. So that water will be, total moles in that water will be equals to how much? That is the weight divided by the weight of H2O. Is it clear to everybody now? So here we can see the first, that is the weight of water. Weight of water will become equals to how much? Weight of water will become equals to 63% of this total amount. That is the 63 into 106 plus this is 18X divided by 100. This is the total weight of water. And that total weight of water will be equals to how much? This will be equals to how much? That is divided by 18. So this total weight of water will become equals to what? 63 into 106 plus 18X divided by 100. So this total water will be equals to how much? 18 into X. So this is suppose equation 1 simply. So only one variable we are having. So if we solve, this is here is 100. This is what 100. So here again just see, this is the total molecular weight. In this total molecular weight of H2O is X into 18. And since on heating it is losing some water molecules, that is we can write the reaction here. Here I am writing the reaction. Okay, what reaction is actually taking place? That is the Na2CO3 dot XH2O. This on heating will give what? Na2CO3 solid plus X moles of H2O. So the weight of this X moles of H2O will be equals to what? 63% of the total weight of this. So total weight we have calculated 106 plus 18X, and 63% of this will be equals to how much? 63 into 106 plus 18X divided by 100. So this will be equals to weight of this much 18X. So if we solve this, then we will get, or here we can solve 9 to the 18. 9 to the 18, 7 9 ja, or 9 7 ja 63. So from here now we can calculate this. The value of X we will get 7.0 by doing some calculation. I think everybody understood this. So this is the one problem regarding the percentage composition. We can say percent composition. Okay, what percent of water it is losing or gaining in that way. Again, I will discuss one more problem here. Okay, this is the one question. Yes, see, 26.8 gram of Na2SO4 contain 12.6 gram of water. Now we have to calculate the value of N. Here we have to determine the value of N. So in the 26, here I can write this 26.8 and 12.6. So here I am writing the question. 26.8 gram of Na2SO4 dot NH2O contains 12.6 gram of H2O. Calculate the value of N. So in the 1 mole of this we are having N moles of H2O. 1 mole of this contains N moles of H2O, or X moles of this will contain how many moles of H2O? X into N we can say. So first we can do what? We can calculate the first molecular weight of this. So here we can see solution. The molecular weight of this one will be equals to what? 23 into 2 plus weight of sulfate is what? 96 plus 18 is the molecular weight of H2O and is the number of molecules. So this quantity will become how much? 46 plus 96, 142 plus 18N plus 18N. So here we can see this is the molecular weight. So total moles we can calculate here. These moles will be equals to how much? That is 26. Actually, moles equals to what? Weight divided by total weight. Molecular weight. Weight of the substance divided by molecular weight. So this 26 will become equals to how much? 26.8 gram is the total weight. divided by molecular weight is 142 plus 18N. These are the total number of moles of this, and these total number of moles will be equals to how much? Into N, because one mole contain N, so this much will contain N times of the moles, and these total moles will be equals to how much? 12.6. 12.6 divided by 18. So if we calculate the value of N from here, then we will get the value of N will become equals to 10. Is it clear to everybody? So for such type in the stoichiometry, our calculation must be very fast and strong calculation with accuracy. Otherwise, sometimes they can give very lengthy calculation. Sorry. Is it clear to everybody? Again, we can see some more problem. I have to go for the new share. That is, these are my some DPPs. If anybody wants, I will send all the DPPs. So here we can see some problems are there regarding percentage. For example, this question is there: 49 gram of an impure sample of KClO3 on heating gives 6.72 liter of oxygen gas at S2. The percentage impurity of KClO3 is. So here we can see how we can solve this. We can calculate the weight. We can calculate 49 gram is the total weight, and this is giving 6.72 liters of oxygen gas. So if we write, the balanced equation will be KClO3 is converted to KCl on heating. So plus 3O2. So now we can equate here number of moles, that is moles of KClO3 into 3 will be equals to moles of O2 into 2. So for such type of the stoichiometric calculations, we have to cross multiply their respective coefficients, stoichiometric coefficients. So from here we can see that is the weight of this one will be equals to weight of KClO3 will be equals to what? Weight of KClO3 upon molecular weight of KClO3. This will become equals to what? Moles of this, because here volume is given 6.72 divided by 22.4 liters into 2, and this side we are having 3. So molecular weight of KClO3 will be how much? 48 plus 39. This will be 48 plus 39 plus 35.5. So this is the molecular weight of KClO3. This quantity will become equals to how much? 0.595. 14 plus 8, 22, 2 carry 3 plus 2, 5 plus 3, 8 plus 4, 12. 122.5. So this quantity will become how much? 3 into weight we have to calculate divided by 122.5 is equals to 6.72 into 2 by 22.4. So this weight will become equals to how much? Percent impurity he is asking. So this will be the actual weight of. I am just using this calculator to do the calculations. So this weight will become equals to what? 6.72. 6.72 into 2 into 122.5 divided by 3, further divided by 22.4. So this weight is coming 24.5. So from here we are getting this quantity, that is, here we are getting this quantity as 24.5. So this 24.5, just a moment, this 24.5 is the total weight of KClO3 present at 49 gram. Impurity he is asking. So percent impurity will become equals to how much? This will be 24.5 divided by 49 into 100. So this is 2 times. So 50% is there. So what will be the answer? B will be the answer. Question number 7. What answer is given? Question number 7. B is the given answer. So what is the answer? 7. That B, 50%. So I think it is clear to everybody. Again, I will share some more assignment in the next class. So now I am going to wind up this class. Bye to everybody. And also you just write the comments. If anything you are not able to understand or some suggestion you people want, or some more topics, or some more complicated or tough problems you want, that I will share. So everybody give me the comments regarding the lectures. So what way you can, what method we can use so you can have better understanding of particular topic. Okay, then bye to everybody.